Bonjour! Welcome back to French Action with another video on pronunciation. Welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Jenny. Indeed, pronunciation is very important as it can lead to misunderstanding. And I'm going to illustrate this with some examples with the hope that you will not make these mistakes. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! Very often we try to say something, but we end up saying something else. So on the left is what you meant to say, and on the right, what you actually said. Combien coûte le poisson? How much is the fish? And what you actually said is Combien coûte le poison? So here is the difference between poisson, which is fish, and poison, which is poison. That's not the same thing at all. Another example. Je voudrais un dessert. I would like a dessert. Je voudrais un dessert. That is dessert. It's no longer dessert, it's desert. So be careful. And this really shows you how important it is to pronounce the S correctly. So remember, if you have two S's, you have to have the S sound. If you have an S between two vowels, you're going to have the Z sound. So let's try again. Fish. Poisson. Poisson. And the other one. Poison. Poisson. Poison. Let's look at other examples. This is what you meant. Il est jeune, is young. And this is what you actually said. Il est jaune. Jeune, jaune. What about this one? J'ai 2 heureux à la maison. I have 2 happy people at home. J'ai 2 euros à la maison. I have 2 euros at home. Not quite the same. Let's try this one. J'aime tes cheveux. I like your hair. J'aime tes chevaux. I like your horses. So jeune, jaune, heureux, euro, cheveux, chevaux. For the pronunciation again, heureux, which is happy, and I remind you that the H is silent, heureux. And now we have the currency euro, heureux, euro. Je répète, heureux, euro. Let's try again. Cheveux, chevaux. Cheveux, chevaux. Now, difficulty with the sound U and OU. What you meant is il est sûr. But what you actually said is il est sourd. He's sure, he's deaf. Not quite the same. Il cherche la rue is looking for the street. Il cherche la roue is looking for the wheel. Il a vu, which is the past tense of to see, he saw, as opposed to il avoue, he admits, he confesses. Let's practice again. La rue, la rue. La roue, la rue, la roue. Now we are looking at on and en. C'est vraiment long. But you actually said, c'est vraiment lent. C'est vraiment long. It's really long. C'est vraiment lent. It's really slow. So that's not quite the same. Another example. C'est en béton. It's in concrete. Meaning it's made out of concrete. C'est en béton. It's annoying. C'est en béton. C'est en béton. And here there's two things as well, is that you have the sound E and the sound on, and for the other word you have E and on, so that's a little bit different. J'aime ce ton. I like this tone. J'aime ce temps. I like this weather. C'est marrant. It's brown. C'est marrant. It's funny. So as you can see, if you say on for on, you can actually mislead people. So that's why I wanted to show you those examples to really appreciate this. So I'm just going to repeat that one because this is a bit difficult. C'est vraiment long. C'est vraiment lent. C'est en béton. C'est embêtant. J'aime ce ton. J'aime ce temps. C'est marron. C'est marrant. Some mistakes I have noted. En fait, which means in fact. And I heard on fait. We do. Or je cherche le magasin. I'm looking for the shop. And I heard je cherche le magazine. I'm looking for the magazine. So as you can see, it's not quite the same thing. En fait, on fait, magasin, magazine. Just a quick reminder, a shop is un magasin, but a magazine is un magazine. So here, the difference is really the E. Because if you have a word ending with IN, you're going to have the sound un. But because you have an E, then you're going to have several syllables. Ma, ga, zine. Which we don't have with magasin. Magasin is just magasin. 3 syllables. Common mistakes are the city names, the French ones. So I've just selected some cities in France, mainland France. The first one, I always hear Paris. Is Paris, the S is silent. Paris. This is, in English, we say Reims, but it's Reims. Reims. Paris. Reims. This one is Rouen. 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 Caen. Caen. Strasbourg, and not Strasbourg, is Strasbourg. Bourg. Strasbourg. And the last one, Grenoble. Grenoble. Je répète, Paris, Reims, Rouen, Caen, Strasbourg, Grenoble. There are many English words in the French language, but the pronunciation is actually the English pronunciation. So when students try to use the French sound system, it doesn't work. For example, I heard un parking instead of un parking, which is a car park. Un fan, it should be a fan and not un fan, which I heard as well. Un jean, and not Jean, is un jean for a pair of jeans. Un club, Un club and not a club, but un club. Bon weekend. Have a nice weekend. And not weekend is weekend. So, je répète, un parking, un fan, un jean, un club. Bon weekend. A quick reminder, un fan and not un fan, because un fan is this, a phone, a young deer. So be careful. I'm sure you are looking forward to your practice. I've created a short text with the various sounds we have talked about today. And I will give you some time to read the text, and then I will come up with my version afterwards. Bonne chance! J'ai lu un long article dans un magazine. Il raconte l'histoire d'un faon qui aimait manger du poisson. Il passait son temps à traverser la rue. Un jour, la roue d'une voiture l'a blessé. On ne l'a plus jamais revu. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this practice and this video. I have left a tongue twister right at the end. And of course, don't forget to like it and share it. And don't forget to subscribe. Au revoir!